And welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lindsay Soderberg if you're new here, and this week's video is going to be a week of my workouts. For those of you who don't know, fitness is like a huge part of my life and my weekly routine, so I thought it'd be really fun to show you guys what I do for my workouts in the week, because it has changed a lot over the last honestly year even, or 2 years, really since COVID. So before COVID, I was lifting on my own probably 4 or 5 days a week, every week. So I would just go to my school's rec center and just make up my own workouts, and that was pretty much it for what I did for my workouts. I didn't really do cardio, didn't really go anywhere other than the rec, and then obviously COVID kind of, turned that on its side, and I wasn't able to go to the gym like I had been doing. So that kind of got me out of that comfort zone in the first place, which I don't even know if I would be doing the type of fitness that I'm doing now if it wasn't for COVID. But in COVID, we had a few weight equipment and stuff like that. We had a barbell and we had some dumbbells and some resistance bands and just basic stuff like that. We had that at home, which was very, very helpful, and I was obviously very grateful to have had that during that time, to be able to continue working out in that way. But it also, got me experimenting with cardio, and honestly the cardio was just to get moving, because obviously during COVID people were kind of just hanging out at home and not moving around as much like we had been before. So with that, I really used cardio to honestly just get my body moving, but specifically I would go for runs outside, and I literally was never a runner. I actually was so against running, and I was like, I'm a terrible runner, I hate running, not for me, whatever. So I kind of wrote running off, and I think that's because, one, running definitely doesn't come naturally to me. I'm not someone who you would look at and be like, oh, they're naturally athletic, they have a great run, whatever. My run is not that cute to look at, I'm sure. I really let that kind of be a defining piece of keeping me from running. So for a really long time I avoided it, but then with COVID I kind of decided, what, I'm gonna give it a try, whatever. And I actually really liked the endorphins that I got from it, and just the overall mental improvements that I felt from running, especially during a time like that. So yeah, that just got me, kind of experimenting with different cardios. And then I also took Zoom workout classes, specifically yoga sculpt via Zoom, which kept me feeling like a part of community in the fitness world during COVID. So that was very helpful as well, and I would go on Zooms with my friends and do the same workouts at the same time, so it felt like we were working out together when we couldn't. So anyway, then post-COVID, I would really say my working out took a big transition. I no longer wanted to be lifting straight up 5 days a week. That just doesn't sound appealing to me like it used to. I think I started enjoying the community aspect of it, even though I found that on Zoom, and I started liking just, variety. And I realized too that I didn't have to be so rigid and structured with my, lifting schedule. I could skip a day, or I could do a run instead of a lift and stuff like that. So that's when I started supplementing and playing around with group fitness and different classes and stuff. And then it wasn't really until I did it a little bit 2 summers ago, but this past summer is really kind of when I found my love for going to group fitness classes, and really just kind of romanticizing the entire experience, even the drive to the workout, and picking out my pre-workout drink and snack and stuff, and my outfit, and going to the workout, and just the entire experience. I really fell in love with that. And obviously that you can't do that every day because it's not very time efficient to be I would drive 30 minutes to a workout class, but I also found people that really make me happy during that, and I think that's that community aspect. So the reason I would drive 30 minutes to a workout class is because I love the people that I was taking class with and taking class from. So anyways, I've really just been enjoying group fitness lately. And obviously I moved now. I don't live in Minnesota because I'm at school right now, so I'm in Iowa. So because I hadn't really been into group fitness at Iowa before, this year I really had to find different areas of group fitness that I could try out and like communities that I could join here in Iowa. So two of those have been, I've actually started working at both of them. I started teaching at Vibe Boxing, which you guys have seen. I've done events with them and stuff, but I've started coaching boxing classes there once a week. And then Orangetheory, I am training to be a coach there, but currently just being a sales associate position, like their front desk position. So I am able to be a part of both those communities, which I have loved so far. So taking classes at both of those places has been a part of my workout routine, and they're very different, so it's like fun to be able to mix both of those in every week. For those of you who don't know either of those, I can explain them a little bit. So for Orangetheory, it's a 1 hour full body workout where you go on the rower, the treads, and the weight floor, and then each day is either strength, endurance, or power, or some combination of all three. So that's like very well versed, and I like that because it's an hour, and those are days that I don't have to like think of my own workout. Like I just go, and you know, there's a coach that's telling me what to do, there's a planned workout. Like it's really, I can just focus on like me and how I'm performing there versus like what I'm going to do there because there's someone telling me. So I really like that aspect, especially when I am super busy with school and like everything else that I'm doing. Like the last thing I want to do is go plan out a workout for myself. Like it's really nice to just kind of have it be brainless and have me just show up at the workout and just work hard for an hour and then leave, and that's all. So that's been really, really nice, and I've enjoyed that. And then boxing is super fun, super different. Obviously, you know, you have your gloves on and it's usually against the heavy bags, and so that's been also a fun challenge because boxing is not something I'm like well trained or super good at, so I'm learning, and I obviously love a new challenge, so that's what I enjoy about taking my boxing classes. And yeah, like I said, I'm coaching already at the boxing place, and I'm training to be a coach at Orangetheory, so that's really fun. But I do incorporate both of those into my weekly workouts, and then I do still try to do a lift once a week. And it usually tends to be a lower body lift just because I feel like between boxing and then arms that I do at Orangetheory, I feel like my arms are like getting a decent amount of work, but I do like to go to the gym about once a week and train legs. And since I am not training legs as much as I have in the past, I really get I get really sore from training my legs just because I'm not doing it as often. So that's kind of the general layout. And then I would really say how I keep it structured is I like to plan it on the weekend prior. So there's a few reasons I do this. One of them is so it's in my schedule because the weeks get so busy and time fills up so fast, and it's really important for me to like get my workouts in. So when they're in my schedule, they're already there, and it really helps me like keep them in my schedule, because if I don't schedule them on a day, you know, things will come up, I'll end up busy, and then I won't work out. So it's really important to me at the beginning of the week to put them in my schedule, so that way I add everything else around it, so that way it's there. And the other thing, obviously with taking group fitness classes, spots fill up, classes, you know, you have to sign up. So that's also why I do it in the weekend before, so that way I can like actually have a spot in that class. So Sundays I'll just go through and like pick which days I want to go do what, and then which days I want to work out on my own, and then just put that all on my calendar. That way I know to save these times so that I end up actually working out. So that's what I'm going to take these next few minutes to do, and I will show you guys what it looks like when I'm done.
All that matters to me.
As you guys know, I use my computer and phone calendar. And what you don't see is usually I have classes right here. You guys can see that I'm gonna do boxing, Orangetheory twice a week, my own workout, and then I did put in a rest day there as well because I usually am very sore after this combination of the 3 of them. So that's why I left a rest day here, which is very important to schedule that in. And yeah.
Check, check. 831, get the money, gentrify my city. I think not. Raw. What you know about the Berry City? Let me get it for you. They ain't heard an anthem for the bill, so let me spit. Watsonville been on it, and I call it like I see it. You can get it if you with it, baby. 831 the shit. Yeah, yeah. Hit the highway 1, now we headed for the boardwalk. Gotta see me flexing, so my fashion make you trip. Strawberry chilling on the front side of my t-shirt, playing on my hat to tap bill on my lip. What you know about the Berry City? Let me spit. We headed for the slew when we hop up in the whip. We headed for the bean when we get a little hungry, and we headed for the function when nobody wanna trip. Sipping on that pink lemonade, Martinelli. Hit me with the sponsor, know I'm reppin' where I live. Get it for me 1 time, get it for me 2 times, get it for me thrice if you know how it is. Yeah. Check, check, check. 831, get the money, gentrify my city. I think not. Raw. See we come, get to running, mobbing in the Ville, not the Bay, but we bop. It's a bop, it's a bop. Get the money, gentrify my city. I think not. Raw. See we come, get to running, mobbing in the Ville, not the Bay, but we bop. It's a bop, it's a bop. Here we go again, K-A-B-W-S-A, I'm the man. I get it poppin', I make you a fan. I rep my city, place key in my hand, yeah. Cali on San, Monterey Bay, living fresh on the brand. Shout out LA just to show you I can. Man, this shit lovely, what's on the land, yeah. That's on my fans. Gangin' is regular, love it a jam. I got a banger, pop out and dance. I got the bass singing Watsonville, damn, I just might have to stand. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Check, check. 831, get the money, gentrify my city. I think not. Raw. See we come, get to running, mobbing in the Ville, not the Bay, but we bop. It's a bop, it's a bop. Get the money, gentrify my city. I think not. Raw. See we come, get to running, mobbing in the Ville, not the Bay, but we bop. It's a bop, it's a bop.
holding my shirt, proud of my feet. I couldn't tell that you plotting defeat, cause the way I've been making these plays and surfing these waves. Your mama is proud of me. I took your shorty to Adam and Eve, and I did with her things that I cannot repeat. Then I bought her a ticket and sent her back home, but she posting like she been in Cabo for weeks. Can I behave? I'm running for city official to make it if that's what it takes. The moment I drop these other boys' music is shit that they used to play back in the day. Big tipper, but we don't go on dates. When it comes to a name, I'm coming up blank. All my money, she like me for my lane. When it come to God, me and Brody relate. Split up with that outfit with the eighth, and I smoke it like I ain't got a friend. Get high like I ain't got a land. Movie like you could buy it on demand. If they pressing charges on one of my guys, just believe I be lying on the stand. Pride really is buying larger sin, but I got so much of it that she couldn't stomach it go to my head. Yeah, she take me on off meds. I never call, I collect. Yeah, I put a lot on my neck. I got some shit to address. You did some things I can never forget. Yeah, light as a feather, I crept out of the picture cause she was a mess. I got music to make, I got money to get. Yeah, heard it, he goofy, he pull up in public, I'm acting like we never met. Yeah, suddenly shorty had time for me right after I went and bought a protect. Yeah, shorty be riding her hair going wild, I asked her to wear a beret. Yeah, now when she walking, she thinking she part of the set. Split up with that outfit with the eighth, and I smoke it like I ain't got a friend. Yeah, high like I ain't got a land. Movie like you could buy it on demand. If they pressing charges on one of my guys, just believe I be lying on the stand. Pride really is buying larger sin, but I got so much of it that she couldn't stomach it go to my head.
This love ain't nothing but a thing to me, yeah. No, yeah. This love ain't nothing but a thing to me, yeah. Whoa. This love ain't nothing but a thing to me, yeah. Whoa. This love ain't nothing but a thing to me, yeah. To me. I ain't perfect, but you like that and I like you. Where you from? Keep take me there, I'll go anywhere, let's travel. She just wanna go get high and lay low with the lay low. She got a friend from my best friend, I told her brain like one more. You was geeked up when I found you, you looked at me like let's go. Put me into your world, I swear to God I don't wanna go. Hey, trippy like red, oh yeah, having a blast. Moving real fast, oh yeah, come and go faster. Yo, bitch so flirty, I can't get her up off me. She don't want a Percy, she just want a Perkin. Taking all these chances, but I know it's worth it. Catch a flight in the morning, no sleep, I'm just on it. She ride me like a Harley, I don't love her hardly. Demons trying to harm me, I don't let them touch me. No location can't find me, I'll pop up when you want me. Niggas wanted handouts, but they never had to help me. Ay. Yeah. These hoes won't leave me alone. I like to sleep on my own. Locked up, I stay in my zone. This love ain't nothing but a thing to me, yeah. No, yeah. This love ain't nothing but a thing to me, yeah. Whoa. This love ain't nothing but a thing to me, yeah.
Good morning. I'm like half ready to go work out, half still in my PJs, but I just thought I'd do a little midweek check-in. So I was only planning on doing 2 Orangetheory classes this week, but yesterday when I was at work, I was like seeing what the workout is for today, and it actually like looked kind of fun, so I signed up, and now I'm gonna go in about like 20 minutes. Yeah, honestly, this week, after yesterday specifically, I feel like I can honestly just kind of like relax. I feel like the past 2 weeks I've just been trying to like get by and like keep everything on time as far as like my school assignments and like just flying around on the weekends. 2 weekends ago, which you guys saw, I went to Nebraska, and then this past weekend I went to Minnesota. Like I brought a few of my college friends to my hometown and showed them around, which is super, super fun, but weekends go by so fast when you're like traveling, and both those car rides were over 4 hours. So, I mean, that's a lot of time in the car in like 2 days, especially when, you know, you have assignments and things to do. So anyways, the past 2 weeks, during the week, I've just been like go, trying to literally just get by. But this week, I don't know if it's because I think I'm staying in Iowa City this weekend or like what it is, but something about my assignments, maybe my workload's just a little bit lighter. I feel much more calm and able to like get what I need to do done, and I feel like I have enough energy beyond that to do a little bit of my like self-care ritual stuff. So yeah, I've been trying to, you know, now that I feel like I have my work under control, bring back some of the stuff that makes me feel good. Like I've been getting into bed a little bit earlier, and I don't just go right to bed now. I kind of just hang out. I'll either read or just like watch YouTube or, you know, just kind of relax before I go to bed. And then I've also this week been really trying to prioritize my sleep. Last week I worked the morning shifts at Orangetheory, so I started at 4:30 a.m. so I wasn't sleeping as much as I needed to. So anyways, this week I work the night shifts, and which means I just work from 4 to 8 p.m. So much easier with my sleep schedule, obviously. So I'm able to come home after work, just kind of unwind for a few hours, go to bed, and then I've been trying to sleep in, obviously, past 4. So anyways, I've been sleeping in until about like 7 or 8. And then scheduling my workouts around that. Today I'm going to the 8:15 workout class. So anyways, just been trying to prioritize sleep and prioritize like myself now that I feel under control with like my schoolwork. And I honestly feel much better. Like I feel like I can take a deep breath. I finished probably my biggest assignment of the week yesterday, which felt really good. It was like a partner one for one of my computer science classes, and those are always like unpredictable. If you're in computer science, you know, like, something always comes up. You see an assignment and you're like, okay, this should be easy. Like, looking at the, like what you're supposed to do, you're like, okay, I got this. Like, shouldn't take more than a couple hours. 10 hours later, you're like, it's not working. That's literally the story of my life. Anyways, this one wasn't too strenuous, other than a few little setbacks, but it's done now. And I don't have any more like major assignments due for the rest of the week, which is also huge. Next week I have some tests coming up, but that means I can just really use the rest of this week to get ahead on like notes and just trying to understand the material before these tests kind of pop up out of nowhere. So anyways, I'm feeling really good, feeling really on top of all my stuff, and yeah, honestly just chilling. I'm going to finish getting ready for this workout. I'm gonna head to Orangetheory and get a little sweat on and kickstart my, is it Thursday? Let's see. I don't even know. It doesn't say. I think it's Thursday. Kickstart my Thursday.
And all I want to do is find a place where it will be so dark I can't see. I thought I'd feel alive, and all the flashing colors fill inside my mind. I breathe and close my eyes. The music animates me till I'm out of time. A paradise, and I feel alive, and all the flashing colors fill inside my mind. I breathe and close my eyes. The music animates me till I'm out of time. A paradise never turns to black and white.
Good morning. Happy Friday. I am in a great mood. We just finished the last workout of the week. Feeling accomplished. That's why I love doing a workout, like a hard one, right before the weekend, because it just makes me like feel good. I'm wrapping up the week in like a good note, and I finished strong, whatever. Now I can enjoy the weekend and just be present and just hang out and just relax and not be like stressed about anything really. This is a very good week, just overall in terms of my schoolwork and my workouts and finding balance for myself and like making time to do things that matter. I just started the show on Hulu that's called like Only Murders in the Building. I think there's only like 8 or 10 episodes on Hulu. Hopefully, I think they're maybe coming out with like more as each week goes on. I don't really know. Very unlike me to like watch a show randomly because I'm pretty busy, so like that takes up a lot of time, but I am enjoying watching this show. I just started it. I'm like 3 episodes in. Pretty intriguing. Selena Gomez is in it. She's a queen, obviously. So TV show rec if you need one. That was such a random little tangent. Anyways, tonight, Colette and I are going to a Cubs game in Chicago, so that'll be really fun. If you want to follow along with that, I'll probably be posting on my Insta story, so be sure to go follow me at Lindsay Soderberg. And yeah, and then the rest of the weekend, I think we're just gonna hang out in Iowa City and just unwind and relax and prepare for the following week. So thank you guys so much for coming along with me for all my workouts this week. I do want to say that every week is like so different, and I honestly just like take it day by day. Obviously life things happen, and I just try to like, I don't know, not overdo it, not underdo it, just try to do what I can when I can so that I can feel good. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite workout has been lately. Obviously from this video you can see that mine has been group fitness, but like I said in the beginning, it has not always been that way. So I don't know, like seeing new ideas, like getting new ideas for myself on ways that I can work out. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this week. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's the lullaby straight till the morning. Oh, how we keep it going. This love is only moments, girl. And you know I'm carrying the world.